Hello everybody and welcome to the legal education. In these videos I'm going to discuss section 11 and 12 of the Indian Contract Act 1872. Please listen carefully, and if you have any questions please comment in the below. Kindly subscribe to my channel so that I should make a new video every day. Okay, well, let's get started. In this video we are going to discuss section 11-12. Section 11 talk about who are competent to contract. Before we explain, we have to know that one of the most essential element of valid contract is the competence of the party to make a contract. So in Indian Contract Act 1872, Section 11 talk about who are competent to contract. So every person is competent to contract who is of the age of majority, sound mind, not disqualified from contracting by any law to which he is subject. So we have three main aspects. That is, the first one is that attaining the age of majority. Number two is that being of a sound mind. The last one is that not disqualified from entering into a contract by any law that he is subject to. Legal requirement or capacity to enter into a contract. That is the first one, age of majority. Age of a majority in terms of the Indian Majority Act 1875, every domicile in India attain majority on the completion of 18 years of age. However, where a guardian is appointed by a court to protect the property of a minor and the court takes charge of the property before the person attains 18 years, then he or she attain majority on completion of 21 years. Since any person less than 18 years of age does not have the capacity to contract, any agreement made with a minor is void ab initio from the beginning. For entering into a contract, there must be age of majority. So the person who has not attained the age of 18 years is a minor. So there is a one case law, important case law, minor agreement, that is Mohuri Bibi versus Darmudas Goose. We have already discussed this case law. In this case, minor agreement was void and unenforceable. In this case, the Privy Council has held that an agreement between minor is a party is altogether void. In this case, a minor executed a mortgage in favor of the husband of Mohuri Bibi. In this case, the question arises. The question for consideration is whether the mortgage is valid. So the Privy Council held that unless all the parties to an agreement were competent to contract, the agreement would be void. The next important requirement by way of capacity to contract is sound mind. A person will be considered to be sound mind if he at the times of entering into a contract is capable of understanding it and forming a rational judgment as to its effect upon his interests. A person who is unsound mind but occasionally of sound mind can enter into a contract which he is in sound mind. For example, a person who is in lunatic during intervals of sound mind can enter into contract. Similarly, a person who is generally of sound mind but occasionally of sound mind cannot enter into a contract when he is of unsound mind. Next, not disqualified from contracting by any law. So apart from the minor and person of unsound mind, these are the other who are not capable of entering into a contract either wholly or partially. That is, a minor cannot enter into a contract, persons influenced by alcohol cannot enter into contract, person influenced by drugs cannot enter into a contract, mentally ill person who are not declared insane cannot enter into contract. Convicted person also cannot enter into a contract. Alien enemy also cannot enter into a contract. So we have cleared that for entering into a contract, there must be an age of majority, sound mind, not disqualified from contracting by any law. So we have understand for entering into a contract, there must be age of majority, sound mind, not disqualified from contracting by any law. But certain exception, the general rule is that the minor agreement is void. But for providing protection to the minor, various exceptions have been created by the court. And these are, the first one is that contract made by the guardians of the minor for his benefit. Number two is that ratification of agreement not permitted, liability for necessaries. I hope you people are understand these sections 11 and 12, who are competent to contract, sound mind, not disqualified from contracting by any law. So if you like my channel, please subscribe to my channel. See you in the next class. Thank you.